Welcome to SUTV News. I'm Amy Huffner.
And I'm Melody Brook.
Festival City, Utah continues to offer a variety of shows and events throughout the year. Here's Briar Adams with more.
Off the Cuff Comedy held their annual Halloween show, with this year being the biggest and most eventful yet.
Off the Cuff for the goodies. Tonight you have played for your mama for telly.
Data. Mikey.
All right, awesome.
The OTC cast hosted their usual Friday night improv comedy show, filling the room with joy and laughter. This special Halloween edition of the OTC comedy show also featured a costume contest and a raffle. Attendees went all out on themed outfits for the event, and the winners received free tickets to OTC for an entire year.
We love to dress up in costumes. We did Jim Carrey characters a few years back. We did off-brand Disney villains, things like that this year, Goonies. Every year you should come out. Good time. They were doing prize drawings.
Multiple local businesses donated items for gift baskets and prizes, including restaurant gift cards, accessories, and more.
It goes on every year. It's always my favorite event. I mean, I love the spirit of Halloween, and OTC always embodies that.
OTC will continue to hold their weekly shows year-round on every Friday night at 8 p.m. Tickets can be purchased online or at the door. For more information, visit otccomedy.com. With SUTV News, I'm Briar Adams.
Following that event, last week, SUMA hosted their Day of the Dead celebrations with a final cultural performance on November 1st. Our reporter Amy Huffner has the story.
The 2025 Day of the Dead celebration, hosted by the Southern Utah Museum of Art, culminated in a musical performance with traditional dances and a mariachi band.
This is an experience that is about culture, and predominantly we're looking at the Day of the Dead, so South and Central America. We are focusing mostly on the altars and the importance of altars in that. In fact, the full name of our event is Day of the Dead, a festival of altars.
El Día de los Muertos, or the Day of the Dead, is a Mexican traditional holiday, honoring and celebrating ancestors and others who have passed on. The performances, held in the SUU auditorium, taught about the traditions of the day, particularly surrounding altars or ofrendas, and their significance to honoring loved ones. The band, Mariachi Fuego de Utah, focused on musical traditions, with an emphasis on the history of mariachi music. They also explained the roots of each style of music, such as rancheras, corridos, boleros, and cumbayas, while the dances focused specifically on celebrating the Day of the Dead, with themes such as family and remembrance. These dances included performances to familiar songs from the Disney Pixar film Coco, as well as other traditional tunes. After the performances, attendees were encouraged to take home churros and pan de muerto, a sweet bread traditional for the Day of the Dead. SUMA also hosted a community ofrenda exhibit where anyone could come to place a name or photo in remembrance of their loved ones.
I like this event because show the Mexican tradition and about the music, about the people, about everything in Mexico, the traditions.
To learn more or to see other upcoming SUMA events, visit suu.edu/SUMA. For SUTV News, I'm Amy Huffner. In more Halloween spirit, a local theater company put on a spooky show. Our reporter Alora Bailey has the scoop.
Hello, Cedar City! My name's Wilfred. What's yours?
Cedar City Children's Musical Theater recently performed their annual Halloween show. Titled Calling All the Monsters, this show was performed by adults and teen actor volunteers. Guests would be fed dinner catered by Alla Shell and watch the performance throughout the meal. The performance included various Halloween icons from Dracula, Frankenstein, and the Wolfman, to newer references such as Beetlejuice and a young demon zombie boy band. The show ran through the weekend and was full of various jokes, dance, and musical numbers. This year marks the 12th annual showing.
The thing that I love the most about CCCMT is the sense of family. We were adopted in. We came in as parents, started help volunteering, and now we all vacation together. We all Even when we're not here, we're all together.
CCCMT is a year-round theater with activities for kids of all ages to participate in.
Everybody can benefit from being on stage. I mean, you don't know how many times that you're going to have to stand up and say a speech or stand up and do something. And so being able to have that confidence is super awesome. So
there are many musicals for younger kids every winter, and then a large summer musical performed at the Heritage Theater. Everyone who signs up is guaranteed a part.
We frequently, as directors, you'll hear us say we're witnessing miracles every single day that we're here with the kids.
In addition, CCCMT has a teen mentoring program where teenagers can help run the shows under the director's supervision.
I love working here because all my friends are here. Like, I met all my friends through CMT. So I just enjoy coming because I get to see them all the time.
For more information about upcoming shows and events, or to volunteer, visit cccmt.org. For SUTV News, I'm Alora Bailey.
There were so many amazing shows this holiday, and honestly, I am so excited for what the rest of the winter season is going to look like.
Me too. I feel like we just got a little taste with Halloween, and now I feel like Christmas is gearing up and everything's super exciting.
Oh yeah, the lighting on Main Street, I'm so excited for it.
For you, when do you think is the appropriate time to start listening to Christmas music?
November 1st.
I agree.
I'll put my Christmas tree up November 1st. I will start the celebrations, listen to Mariah Carey. What about you?
I'm more of a Thanksgiving person, day after Thanksgiving. I'm not going to deprive anybody of their Christmas joy before that, though.
Of course.
We're going to take a quick break.
After this, weather.
Dad?
Just 1 minute, okay?
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
My name is Brooklyn Beard. Thank you so much for joining me today. Let's get into the forecast. As you can see, this week it is a lot of the same. We are going to have a lot of high to mid 60s throughout the days, and then we'll get into the high 30s at night. We're getting around to that time of year where you wake up in the morning and it's 30 degrees, it's 1 o'clock and it's 70, and then by the time you go to bed it's back to 30 again. So wear layers, be prepared for that this week. In addition, as we can see on the forecast, we have got a whole lot of nothing going on. No precipitation going on. Not here, not this time. However, for the weekend weather report, as you can see, Saturday it's going to be 64 by day, 35 degrees by night, and then on Sunday we're going to have it 65 by day, 38 degrees by night. So again, if you're planning to be out all day, make sure that you have a jacket with you because it is going to get colder in the morning and in the evening. And though we have no precipitation on the radar today, we do have our It's Raining Men segment featuring Matt Baldoni. And now I know what you're thinking. I recognize this guy. I've seen him somewhere before. Does this jog your memory? And I'm free falling. Yeah, we've had him shown a couple times on this show. He is a part of the Cedar City Festival City Farmers Market that goes on, and he's often there performing live music. So this is his second feature on the show, and hopefully not the last. There's also live music at the Willow Glen Resort in Enoch each Thursday at 7 p.m. They always put on a great show there, so be sure to check it out if you're looking for something to do. And Brian Head's opening day is on November 7th, most likely. That's to be determined. They've been having a little bit of a tough time keeping the snow that they have and making new snow. So just keep your eyes peeled, but as of right now, it is still happening on Friday, November the 7th. And in other local events, there's a lot going on this weekend. There's American Sound, 250 Years of Freedom by the SU Wind Symphony. The Commercial Music Fall Showcase, Pioneer Days, the Wizard Winter Festival, and a holiday craft fair featuring Indian tacos. So be sure to check out those events if you're looking for something to do this weekend. And today is National Candy Day. This has been our first show since the Halloween segment, and I'm sure that all of our trick-or-treaters are stocked up on candy. So be sure to eat some today. Woohoo! Happy birthday to Guido Reni, who was an Italian Baroque painter. And, you know, we love art on this show. We love painters, so happy birthday to him. He's like 700 years old. Thank you so much for having joined me today for SUTV Weather. My name is Brooklyn Beard. Any comments, questions, concerns, complaints, praises, shoot me an email at arts@sunews.net. Hello, so good to be back here.
So glad to have
It's
you.
always a joy.
Good to see you. You know, I have to talk to you about Matt Baldoni.
Please.
I used to live in the apartment complex right behind where the farmer's market takes place. And I lived in an apartment where it was next to it. And my window would be open in the mornings, and I'd hear his dulcet tunes every Saturday morning. I would hear, like, Leaving on a Jet Plane by John Denver.
See, now that's what I imagined heaven is like. Heaven is in Cedar City, folks.
Yeah, it is, with Matt Baldoni.
We're going to take a small break.
Sports is up next.
Hey, did you buy something from some gaming site?
What do you mean?
Yeah, look, there's a bunch of different charges on here.
Do you think someone stole our credit card information?
I don't know. That site sounds familiar, though.
Yeah, isn't that the site that Billy's on all the time?
You don't think.
Billy! Stop and think before you connect. Playing online is serious business. Visit dhs.gov/stopthinkconnect for tips on how to be safe online.
In local sports news, men's and women's cross country competed in the Western Athletic Conference this past Friday. Out of 7 teams total, the SUU men's team came in 3rd and the women's team came in 4th. This is SUU's final season competing in the WAC before they move to the Big Sky Conference next year. Both women's soccer and volleyball took on Utah Tech over the weekend. Both teams lost, with women's soccer only managing 1 goal against the Bisons and women's volleyball not scoring any points. Men's basketball starts off their season later tonight. Their first opponent of the season is Arizona State University. In national sports news, the Los Angeles Dodgers are the 2025 World Series champions after 7 games. Their last game against the Toronto Blue Jays resulted in extra innings, with the Dodgers finally pulling ahead for the win. This win is their 2nd title in a row, making the Dodgers the first repeat champions in MLB since the 2000.
On outdoor adventures, a staple in southern Utah is celebrating their last month before closing for the winter season. The Cedar Breaks National Monument is expecting access to be limited in late October through mid-November. As the weather grows colder and snow accumulates in the Bryan Head area, road closures will take place on State Route 143 and 148. Despite the cold weather, there is still time to visit some of Cedar Breaks' renowned trails, such as the Alpine Pond Loop Trail. This trail is only 2 miles round trip and is suitable for any level of hiker. For more information on access to the park, visit the National Park Service website at nps.gov.
Moving on, hidden away on a corner of SUU campus is the Garth and Jerry Frenner Museum of Natural History. The museum hosts a variety of exhibits dedicated to showing off the nature that makes up Utah. This includes a collection of interactive exhibits, rocks, fossils, and various taxidermy animals. Currently, the museum has a limited time exhibit about bees and other pollinators. These exhibits will be in the museum until March 25th, 2026. The museum is free and open weekdays from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m.
The museum offers a lot of information of like the world around us, and the science that people work so hard for. I think what you'll take away from this museum is how the world not works around you, but a little bit more about how everything functions, or the way things kind of are the way they are.
It's that time of year again. Hockey season is officially underway in southern Utah. Here's Briar Adams with more.
After multiple years without a rink, Cedar City now has its very own hockey team and facility. KJ's Ice Barn was established in 2022 after years of fundraising and over 3,500 petition signatures.
I grew up playing hockey. We had an ice rink over at the Aquatic Center, and unfortunately we lost it around 2019. So freshman year of high school, and then just recently, after I graduated, we got this ring. And it's been an awesome experience just having it back around. And I'm so happy to have it back.
The Ice Barn is home to 2 teams, high school team Southern Utah Independent and Junior League Iron County Yeti. These players have come from all around the United States, Canada, Russia, and other countries to play for Southern Utah. Games at KJ's Ice Barn make an exciting outing with their suspenseful competition and cheering fans.
The ice rink is awesome, family-oriented. I really like it. It's something that I grew up with my whole life, and I'm just glad it's here to prolong that, the memories that kids will make from here going forward and growing up. So that's probably the best thing I like about the rink.
The Fain family, owners of KJ's Ice Barn and those who have lost family to cancer themselves, has used the Ice Barn to raise cancer awareness in the community. They frequently host fundraisers and events, and all proceeds are donated to local families. For more information on upcoming games and year-round events at the Ice Barn, visit kjsicebarn.org. With SUTV News, I'm Briar Adams.
Speaking of the cold, winter came early to southern Utah. In the evening in mid-October, Cedar City saw its first snowfall of the season. Here's Haejin Kim with more.
Snow began falling across Cedar City on Wednesday night, October 15th, marking the first snow of the season. The surprise storm quickly changed the campus landscape, covering lawns and sidewalks in a thin white layer. As the snow continued, students at Southern Utah University stepped outside to build small snowmen under the streetlights. Laughter and excitement filled the evening air as students gathered to enjoy the unexpected winter scene.
I'm really excited because I'm from St. George, so I literally never get snow, only like every now and then. And I'm just a little shocked because it's October. It's supposed to be fall weather, but this is really fun because I'm gonna make a snowman.
The snow melted quickly the next day, but the moment left many students feeling the joy and wonder that comes with the season's first snow.
You know, with Halloween being over, I could be all right with having some snow.
I think so too, especially because I didn't grow up anywhere near the snow.
Fair enough. You know, I had many a Halloween ruined by having to wear a puffy coat and gloves and a hat over the top of my costume.
Seriously.
So, I mean, I'm glad that it didn't happen on Halloween for the kids, but I'm ready for it now.
Oh yeah, and especially to get into the fall spirit and the holiday season as well.
I totally agree.
And after winter break, it'll be great. We'll be back after this break.
Up next, learn more about the 2025 season at Tuacahn Amphitheater.
Hey, I'm Mike Rope, here today to encourage you to connect with 811 before you dig.
And I'm Micro, and I'm here because I love to dig in the dirt.
It's true. He's also here because he's very small and not that bright.
Here, for instance, we can see Micro doing what he loves to do.
And here we can see the consequences of not doing what he should have done. Dude, why didn't you call 811?
I forgot the number.
See? Not that bright.
Tuacahn Amphitheater has finished its season for the winter. Here is Jake Palmer with more.
Tuacahn Amphitheater in Ivins, Utah just wrapped up its 2025 summer Broadway season with Wizard of Oz, Little Mermaid, and Newsies this past weekend. The play started earlier this year in May and wrapped up October 25th. Tuacahn is well known for their cast diversity and bringing the best stories in the world to life.
I had the opportunity to do wigs and wig prep for the cast of Cinderella. I was excited because I also got to be a company manager for the first year that they did Les Mis. And then flash forward to now when I had a daughter that auditioned this year for The Wizard of Oz, and she got to be a Munchkin. So the impact for me obviously is my lifetime, but it's kind of fun to see that it's being passed on to my daughter.
In its 30 years, Tuacahn has had many different people show their talents on and off stage, and now it's time for another generation.
My favorite part about being an actress was all the people that I got to meet, because all the people, they were so nice and so including, and it was so fun to meet all their interests and everything about them.
The so-called Broadway of the Desert has announced its shows for next year. Finding Nemo and Les Miserables will start May 2026, with Grease following that July.
I know Tuacahn has a huge presence in St. George and in Utah, and quite frankly, it's becoming nationwide. I love that I've kind of got to be behind the scenes for the last 30 years and watch, the next generation enjoy it and discover the arts and the joy that it is to be the storyteller.
For SUTV News, I'm Jake Palmer.
From community to campus, Southern Utah University clubs gathered throughout the Charwan-Smith Student Center to help students enjoy their college experience. SUU offers over 150 clubs, which are popular with students ranging from academic, sports, and dance clubs. There are also language, chess, video game, and many more. To find and join interesting SUU clubs, check out the SUU Clubs app or tap the Clubs button on the SUU mobile app.
Also, students at Southern Utah University met face-to-face with employers during this semester's career and internship fair. The event, organized by SUU's Career and Professional Development Center, took place in the Charwan-Smith Student Center Ballroom. More than 40 companies from across the country participated, including the Sherwin-Williams Company, Utah Conservation Corps, Panda Restaurant Group, and Stantec. Students checked in, received college stickers indicating their goals, and had the chance to speak directly with recruiters about job and internship opportunities. The event aimed to help students practice professional communication and build networking skills for future careers.
So the career and internship fair, we do one each semester. And so we do a spring and a fall one. And so we will do our spring one in February. And so that takes care of like summer jobs, summer internships, as well as those graduating in May. This one is kind of aimed at those December grads, as well as those looking to get in on the early internship openings that start opening in January.
Opportunities for diverse experiences for SUU students were provided in the Charwan-Smith Student Center living room. Study Abroad Fair offers students the opportunity to experience a variety of programs, including semester exchange abroad and study away. According to statistics, 300 students traveled to 13 countries with professors this summer. Here's Professor John Smith with more.
The reason study abroad is so important for students is to put themselves in somebody else's shoes and to experience life a different way and gain other perspectives that will be rich for the rest of their lives.
In another part of campus, Southern Utah University hosted a special concert celebrating America's 250th anniversary. The event brought together hundreds of students and community members for an evening filled with music and patriotic spirit. Titled A Celebration of Our Nation's Birth, the concert was held at the America First Event Center. More than 700 student musicians from 5 Iron County schools united their choirs, bands, and orchestras to perform music honoring America's history and heritage. A suggested $5 donation helped support the event, which celebrated community pride and the nation's 250th birthday. For more information about future America 250 events, visit cedarcity.com/America250.
Beyond campus, music continues. The Willow Glen Resort held their first 2-day music festival. Our reporter Brooklyn Beard has the details.
The first annual Woodshed Music Festival was recently held at the Willow Glen Resort in Enoch. The festival is the first of its kind in Festival City, and resort owner Brad Lark is looking to put Enoch and Cedar City on the map with it.
What I want to bring to Cedar City is this little Woodshed Festival, but I think it can grow. I think it can become bigger than us, spread out to other venues, local venues. I want all the venues in town busy with bands and people and experience, this kind of experience. So this is our first year here, and with the festival, and next year it's going to be 4 times as big and more players, and that's the goal. So
artists from Utah and Nevada came together to bring tunes and good vibrations to Southern Utah. Festival goers danced and found community through sharing over 20 hours of live music and experiences, even during the rainy nights.
Seeing everybody come in and even in the harsh conditions, we had rain and stuff, and everybody's just hunkering down and staying. You know, I was talking about that. It started to rain, and people are like, "Oh, oh gosh, it's raining." And those first couple of drops, you're like, "Ouch," you know. Ooh. But as soon as you are soaked to the bone, it doesn't matter anymore, and you're just dancing in the rain, and it was fantastic. We had people dancing till the end of the show. I mean, nobody left. It was packed last night till the end. It was great.
A diverse range of live music was played for attendees, with genres from alternative metal to country to rock and roll.
The diversity of the type of person and the type of music has been awesome. I've gotten to meet a bunch of people and all different types, and it's fun. We're playing our, rock music or whatever we play, and everybody's out there dancing, kids and old folks. And yeah, it's awesome. Brings everybody together.
Willow Glen Resort has been a hub for live music for the past 5 years and plans to continue providing that outlet and experience the community with their Saturday open mic nights, Friday swing dance lessons, and live music Thursdays. For SUTV, I'm Brooklyn Beard.
In recent events, as part of the Cedar Livestock and Heritage Festival, the Utah Make It With Wool program put on a wool fashion show. Our reporter Katie Christensen spun the story.
A darling outfit for little kids.
Make It With Wool is a national organization with groups in Utah, Texas, California, and other states. The Utah Make It With Wool organization puts on competitions to make entire outfits out of wool and have competed in the National Make It With Wool contest. They have members of all different ages and genders who compete. The new Utah State Director, Amelia Perry, was one of the models and creators.
This has been super important to me for quite a long time because of not only the wool itself and supporting the wool industry and American sheep industry. The fabrics are amazing. I love to use the fabrics. And then now, as a director, coming back down here, it gives us an opportunity to show these one more time to another audience and to spread the excitement for wool.
A small crowd gathered to watch them model their own creations.
I didn't know you could make that many things out of wool. I thought it was really cool. From the dresses to the coats to the skirts, they were all really pretty.
It's got a few little buttons here, little fake pocket felting.
For SUTV News, I'm Katie Christensen.
The Autumn Fun didn't stop downtown. Housing and resident life at SUU recently held a cozy fall-themed activity. Oh my God! Autumn in a Mug was an event for housing residents where they could draw, get mug cakes, and have apple cider. In the housing, there are 6 interest groups that create activities for the residents. The Wellness Interest Group helped host Autumn in a Mug. These groups help residents form connections with them others and allow them the opportunity to gather for events with residents who share the same interests. If you're a housing resident and want to join an interest group, visit suu.edu/housing.
I love meeting people, making connections, talking with residents, helping them accomplish their dreams and goals and hopefully obtain their bachelor's degree if that's what they're here for. So that's what I would say, the students and just how everyone is just super close.
Just a few blocks from campus, one local store stands out with its own charm. Dippers is one of Cedar City's newest treat shops and is offering something new to this festival city. Reporter Jake Palmer has the story.
Dippers is a chocolate-covered frozen banana store that opened in Cedar City in 2024, and the idea came from 2 siblings with a love for a sweet treat.
We started because I just love chocolate-covered bananas, and I had started making them for friends and stuff in my dorm room, and they were always like, "You've got to sell these. People need to try these." And so it was kind of just an idea in my mind for a while, but I didn't really feel like I had the skill set. And then my brother moved down, and I was like, this kid can do it all. And so I just recruited him, and I was like, we've got to go on this little side quest.
They set up shop at the local farmers market, and not soon after, they found their next step.
We were only at the farmers market for a month. It's on this street that our building is located on, and so we just saw it. We saw that it was open, and we did a lot of peeking through the window. And we were like, what if? We weren't really that serious about it, but we just were kind of info gathering.
When we discussed kind of just doing it, it was just kind of crazy at first because it just didn't seem doable at all. And then once we kind of started moving into it, it was just a lot of, how do we even do this? Who do we have to talk to? We didn't really know what we were doing. So there was a lot of learning really fast and trying to keep up with it for sure.
A year later, and their success has shown. They now offer catering, more options other than chocolate, and just introduced a new strawberry cup.
Generally, I think our plan is to keep moving forward with catering and kind of just trying to grow the business. And I think we've talked about wanting to do perhaps a second location somewhere someday, but definitely not there yet.
For SUTV News, I'm Jake Palmer.
Thanks for tuning in to SUTV News. I'm Melody Brooke.
And I'm Amy Huffner. Today we leave you with more footage from the sheep parade.
We'll see you next time.